Welcome everyone back to Oregon Rocks. I am here with my son, and what we have right here is Papa's early birthday presents. So, we're going to go through what we got, some exciting stuff for the channel, and we're going to show you guys. So, first up, these that are not in the box, we're going to use to store some of our bigger rocks. Right now we have one that's a little bit small. I picked up from Goodwill. And these have the actual adjustments in them. And you can cut these to get them your desired sizes. So max width is probably about just under 2 inches, I would think. So should be able to fit most of them. We take a couple of these out, and we have 2 of these bad boys. So once we get our rocks all polished up, we'll put the really nice ones in here, and they'll be a great display for our collection. In the future, I'd like to get a form of this that stands up on the wall like this. Which, I mean, we may even be able to do that with these, but we'll see. And then maybe shine some LEDs under them. That would be a great display case.
Let's check out this one.
I bet you the other one is exactly the same. Yep, so we went with the clear route so that you could see them from the outside. So that is item number 1.
It doesn't want to close.
That's okay, bud. Alrighty. Let's do the big Home Depot box next. Okay, so I would like to say that this was a giant rock saw, but I'm just gonna break the ice now and tell you it's not. So we've been using these little bins, as you guys can see, for our grit waste at the end, and it just doesn't look all that great. Doesn't really dry very quickly, and we needed something that could kind of consolidate it a little bit better. So, can you stand this up on this end, bud? Alrighty, so.
Oh my.
Papa got some big 5-gallon buckets.
It says do not go inside.
It says do not go inside. Munchkin's already got some ideas he wants to make with the cardboard, so that should be nice. So we're supposed to arrive on my birthday, which is in about a week, a little bit less, but they arrived early.
Wait, is this only one whole one?
Nope, this is supposed to be 3. So there's 3 of them. I got these off of Amazon, and I only really needed 1. But I'm sure some of you are familiar with the ones that are like a single white one without any of the writing on it is as expensive or just a little bit under as expensive for just 1, and so we got 3 here. So a place to maybe put some of our excess rocks that are building up right there as well too. So
in one of these boxes you are not gonna believe.
Yep. Alrighty, so we'll put that to the side. Next up, we'll get this.
And I know what you might be guessing. Could it be a tumbler? It could be, but you'll never know. It's inside the box.
So, let's open this guy up if Papa can. It's one of those fit to box types. Boy, there we go. A box in a box. Look at that.
Maybe it's because this might be tumbler. It's probably very delicate.
You think so?
Maybe also valuable.
Okay, let's open it. Slide it up.
I'll keep it still. Or we can do that. A box in a box.
So, you guys could probably tell. Hold on, bud. I'm gonna take out our
knife.
Exacto blade.
Exacto blade. How about we call it the laser sword?
The laser sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we can call it that. Okay, open that guy up.
I remember, well, I didn't see it from Star Wars. It looks like we missed this box.
It's okay. Open it up there. Alrighty, so there it is, another batch.
Wait, didn't you say we got a tumbler?
Well, the audience doesn't know anything yet, bud.
But you never know.
We'll never know. So, this here is some more grit. So, we went with polyplastics again. We got some more ceramic media, which we definitely are going to need more of this. And you guys will see why here in just one more second. So, Munchkin's jumping the gun here a little bit. Well, that's okay. That is okay. All right. And look at that. Another box in a box.
Is it going to be a box and a box and a box?
It might just be, bud. That's a lot of wrapping for it, which I am glad. Let's throw this guy up there, bud.
How about here?
Alrighty. So, now we're going to open up our final bit. And as some of you may have guessed and Munchkin was unaware of yet, this is a 33B lower tone rock tumbler. And see this, bud? There's not just one, but there's two. Alrighty, look at that. And the star of the show. Yep, you can tumble two at a time, but that is gonna be tough to get out. Oh, wait. Here, I want you to help me. See where I'm holding right here? On the other side. Help me lift it up. Alrighty. Okay, move this box out of the way. Alrighty, now that's a little bit bigger than I was even thinking it's gonna be, which is awesome. Looks like we got some oil in it already, which is pretty nice.
I like the covering.
Yep. So,
It's like exactly the same.
exactly how does it spin? Does it just spin? Help us trying to figure out things. Just spin without having a thing to lip on like this one does over here. See that one over here? You guys take a look real quick. We're gonna travel over here. This has a little lip that it hangs on to right there. This one, nope, it does not look like it does, bud. So this one might just spin. Just spin.
Oh, it says sometimes it's only one, sometimes two, and sometimes three. That's amazing.
One thing Papa did order, there we go, that I wasn't seeing, is some belts. So I got a replacement belt for this guy, just in case it ever fails. And we have a replacement belt for that as well too, because the belts are the first things typically to go in a lower tone tumbler. And so if in case that does ever happen, because we've been using this guy here non-stop for, what, we're on round 5, and it takes about a month. It's almost 5 months now, bud. So with this big beauty, we're going to be able to tumble 3 times the amount of material. That's going to be pretty awesome, huh, bud?
We might do this on Thursday, but we might have more work.
Yep, so now because we have so much material that we're going to go over, what we're probably going to have to do, bud, is we're either going to have to do one at a time and just label it somehow. Maybe put like a little marking on it or something.
Like which ones go first and which one goes
Yeah,
last.
or what is in it and which step we're in it, which would be pretty fun. And we're going to be able to tumble more of the agates that we find. So
Can I see what's in the inside?
sure, bud. So we have, I don't think you guys have really seen it in a while. We've filled an entire container full
Oh, look at that. This
of
is
one of
not
those
covering.
with agates. Yep.
It's just like a safety thing.
Yep. It says instructions, which we already know how to do that, huh? How does it look underneath, bud? Probably is going to smell a little bit funny.
Yeah, I already smelled it.
That's a rubber. That's the rubber for you. It's probably a super tight seal because it hasn't been used before.
Wow, look at that.
Yep. Brand spanking new. Alrighty, so we're going to be able to do more tumbling.
It's more easier to go inside.
Which means that Papa will probably need to break or edit the videos down a bit more so that we're not watching 30 minutes times 3, an hour and a half long video each time. So there'll probably be some editing that has to happen with those going forward, but this should be pretty cool. So we have, I know, some smaller agates that aren't as big that we want to tumble. We were running into issues over here, which is why we're redoing that batch, because we were wanting to put more material in it than we actually could fit in it. So now that we have this, so that one is a 33A lower tone tumbler, and this one is a 33B. So I was debating getting the other ones, but they were currently sold out, and I actually like this one better because it's easier to do. Munchkin over here can also do these as well too. So if we wanted to tumble something for longer than 7 days, we could. If we wanted to tumble, like for example, we could have a batch of our host rocks. That would be really cool to tumble that we haven't been able to get to yet.
And we can put different rocks in each one.
That's what I'm thinking about,
like
bud.
one for glowy, one for host rocks, and maybe one for normal rocks.
I think that's a great idea, and I think that might be what we do, because we've got some beautiful pieces like some jaspers, some other rocks that have really cool features.
Normal rocks are also jaspers and all kinds of stuff.
Because in our round 1, that's what we did. We were just starting off, so we did not have nearly as many agates as we did, or as we do now.
We had a few agates.
We had a few, so it was a mixed batch. Mixed batch for sure. So, Papa's excited. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with the placement wise, because Papa's got this guy wedged into here. So, because if you guys own one of these, you're probably aware that it rattles a bit, and I'm not a fan of the rattling. Hey girl. Alrighty, so let's put this next to this one and see just the size differences.
I want to see which side of the tumbler is bigger.
Oh yeah. Look at that, you guys. So, we're going to need to not dent it right away.
Yeah.
It's a bigger motor, I believe. More or less the same insides.
I would say these ones are smaller than that one.
Does it look like that? I think they might be the same one.
Well, I think they're a bit smaller. Actually, I think they're actually a bit bigger.
Does it look a bit bigger?
Yeah.
So, but those are a bit thicker, it seems like. Like they might move a little bit easier. But it should be fun. So we're excited. We can't wait to start doing more. We've got, let's see, what's today, but Wednesday? So tomorrow is our rock day, our rock tumbling day.
That means we can actually start this, and we'll probably say this will be our 5th one, and that will be our 1st one.
Yep, so we may or may not have a video the next day, depending on how much it takes to edit it. We'll see if we can't get a few batches together of rocks that we'd like to choose, and maybe we'll end up having all 3 of these barrels going at once. So it should be pretty cool. We can't wait to get to it. We appreciate you guys for watching. We are excited. Papa's excited. This is an awesome birthday present to myself, and we cannot wait to get going. So without further ado, we want to thank you guys, and we hope you guys can follow us for future rock tumbling videos where we get to use all 3 of these. Alrighty, thank you guys, and don't forget to